Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Money Lounge channel, where we dig into the wild world of high-stakes finance, revealing the tricks that make the rich even richer. If you're all about growing your wealth and finding hidden income streams, smash that like button and hit subscribe. It helps us bring you more awesome content. Today, we're diving into a billion-dollar industry most people have never heard of. We're talking about how billionaires are making bank off their old luxury yachts and mega cruise ships. Yep, you heard that right. These massive boats don't just vanish when they're old. They're broken down, stripped for parts, and recycled, making millions in the process. We're about to show you how the super rich squeeze every last penny out of their old ships, and how smart investors like you can get in on the action. Get ready to explore the lucrative world of billionaire ship scrapping. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. This is Section 1, Intro. Okay, so picture this. Every year, dozens of luxury yachts and massive cruise liners reach the end of their lifespan. Now, you might think they just get abandoned somewhere, left to rust and decay. But that's not what happens. Not even close. These ships, my friends, are worth a fortune even in their final days. Think about it. These vessels are built with the most premium materials on Earth. We're talking about high-end mahogany interiors, those sleek marble countertops you only see in mansions, sparkling chandeliers, gold-plated fixtures. I mean, the works! And let's not forget about the state-of-the-art engines and technology packed inside. Instead of letting all of that go to waste, there's a whole industry dedicated to carefully dismantling these ships and extracting every last bit of value. It's like taking apart a super expensive car piece by piece and realizing that each component is worth a small fortune on its own. These salvaged materials are then resold on a global market, often for more than their original price. Yeah, you heard that right. A piece of salvaged wood from a legendary yacht can be worth more than a brand new piece of lumber. It's all about the history, the exclusivity, and the fact that it once belonged to someone incredibly wealthy. Now, this isn't your typical junkyard operation. We're talking about specialized facilities with teams of experts who know exactly how to safely and efficiently dismantle these massive vessels. They carefully strip everything from the furniture and fixtures to the engines and electronics, and then sort it all for resale. It's a fascinating process, and it's a perfect example of how billionaires think differently about assets. They see value where others see trash, and they've turned ship scrapping into a surprisingly lucrative business. Now, let's talk about who's actually making money in this billion-dollar ship scrapping industry. Because believe me, there's plenty of cash to go around. First up, you have the billionaire investors themselves. Some yacht owners are savvy enough to realize that they can actually make more money by selling their ship piece by piece rather than just auctioning off the whole thing. They work with specialized brokers and auction houses to sell off those rare pieces of furniture, those one-of-a-kind art pieces, and those custom-built components that everyone wants their hands on. Next, we have the shipbreaking yards. These are the massive facilities where the actual dismantling takes place. They employ skilled workers and utilize specialized equipment to safely and efficiently break down these colossal vessels. And they don't just handle luxury yachts, they also dismantle cargo ships, tankers, and even those massive cruise ships you see sailing the seas. Then there are the luxury resellers, the brokers and auction houses who specialize in connecting sellers with buyers who are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of maritime history. We're talking about interior designers, collectors, and even other yacht owners who are looking to add a touch of luxury to their own vessels. And here's a crazy fact. A single decommissioned cruise ship can contain up to $10 million worth of reusable materials. Investors are buying these ships for pennies on the dollar, stripping them for their valuable components, and then selling everything at a premium. It's a high-stakes game of supply and demand, and the people who know how to play it right are raking in massive profits. Section 4. Why billionaires are cashing in. You see, the ultra-wealthy understand the fundamental principle that most people miss assets should never go to waste. They see opportunity in everything, even in something as seemingly mundane as scrapping an old yacht. Think about it. Some of the most expensive yachts in the world have solid gold fixtures, handcrafted furniture designed by legendary artisans, and one-of-a-kind art pieces that would make museums jealous. When it's time to retire these floating palaces, billionaires aren't just going to let all that luxury go to waste. Take Roman Abramovich, for example. His former yacht, the Eclipse, was valued at a staggering $400 million. When it was time to upgrade, do you think he'd just let it sink to the bottom of the ocean? Of course not. The Eclipse was meticulously dismantled, and its valuable components were sold off to collectors and yacht enthusiasts around the world. Everything from the custom-made furniture to the state-of-the-art entertainment system found a new home, generating millions in the process. It's like selling off a piece of history, a tangible reminder of the opulence and extravagance that these yachts represent. For billionaires, it's not just about the money, it's about maximizing the value of their assets. They understand that even in death, a luxury yacht can still generate significant wealth, and that's a lesson we can all learn from. Section 5. Investment and passive income opportunities. Now, you're probably thinking, Graham, this is all fascinating, but how can I, a regular person, get in on this billion-dollar ship scrapping action? Well, my friend, I'm about to break down 3 potential avenues you can explore. First up, we have maritime scrap investments. There are companies out there that specialize in buying old ships, scrapping them for parts, and reselling those materials on the global market. Investing in these companies can be a way to tap into the profits of this industry without having to buy a yacht yourself. Do your research, look for companies with a solid track record and a commitment to sustainable practices, and you might just find yourself riding the wave of this lucrative market. Next, we have luxury auctions. Remember those brokers and auction houses I mentioned earlier? Well, they're always on the lookout for savvy investors who are willing to buy and flip high-end ship interiors, furniture, and artwork. Imagine snagging a one-of-a-kind chandelier from a decommissioned yacht and then selling it for a hefty profit to a luxury hotel developer. It takes a keen eye for value and a bit of hustle, but the potential rewards can be substantial. Finally, we have ship recycling stocks. As the world moves towards a more sustainable future, the demand for recycled materials is only going to increase. Publicly traded companies involved in ship recycling are well positioned to capitalize on this trend. By investing in these companies, you're not only aligning yourself with a growing market, but you're also supporting the responsible disposal of these massive vessels. It's a win-win situation. Just remember, like any investment, there are risks involved. Do your due diligence, consult with a financial advisor, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. But with the right knowledge and a bit of luck, you might just find yourself profiting from the fascinating world of billionaire ship scrapping. Section 6. The dark side of ship scrapping. Now, before you go diving headfirst into the world of ship scrapping, we need to address the elephant in the room, the dark side of this industry. Because, like many industries that involve massive profits, there are ethical considerations that can't be ignored. The ugly truth is that many shipbreaking yards, particularly those operating in developing countries, are notorious for their unsafe and exploitative working conditions. Workers, often desperate for any kind of employment, are subjected to hazardous environments, handling toxic materials without proper safety equipment. We're talking about exposure to asbestos, lead paint, and other dangerous substances that can have long-term health consequences. And the worst part is that these workers are often paid a pittance for their labor, barely enough to survive. It's a sobering reminder that the pursuit of profit can sometimes come at a human cost. And as investors, it's our responsibility to be aware of these issues and to support companies that prioritize the well-being of their workers. The good news is that there's a growing movement towards sustainable ship recycling. Companies are adopting stricter environmental and labor standards, ensuring that ships are dismantled responsibly and that workers are treated fairly. This shift towards ethical practices is being driven by a combination of factors including increased regulations, pressure from environmental groups, and a growing awareness among investors that sustainability is not just good for the planet, but also good for business. So, if you're considering investing in this industry, make sure to do your homework. Look for companies with transparent practices, a commitment to worker safety, and a dedication to minimizing their environmental impact. By supporting ethical companies, you can profit from this industry while also being part of the solution. Section 7. Outro. So there you have it, the fascinating, lucrative, and sometimes controversial world of billionaire ship scrapping. We've explored how this industry works, who's making money, and how you can potentially get in on the action. But now it's time for you to weigh in. Is ship scrapping a hidden investment opportunity, or is it just another way for the ultra-rich to get richer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you learned something new and want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.